Hi girls, today we will be starting a new chapter, investments. So what we will be discussing in this will be introduction to investment, the factors that you should consider when selecting an investment method, different types of investment methods, return of different investment method. Now you have already done in your study pack, you went through all of this, but we will do a small revision. So what is an investment? So if I ask you all what an investment is, what would you say? So have you all heard this term investment in your daily life? So sometimes you would have heard people saying invest money, I invest time on this, I invest time on my sports or career, or investing your skills so that you can perform well. So investing is generally a term that you listen generally. Okay, so but we will be looking at this investment in a business perspective. Okay, so you see these pictures, you can see that there is something that you need to grow. Okay, you can't stand in one place. Okay, a tree or plant you grow. Okay, so is it just savings? If you just save money, does that mean you're investing on something? No, because not just savings, but there need to be an economic return. Okay, so if you're just saving, you have a till and you're saving, it's just there, it's the till just sits at your house, and the amount that you put is the amount that you receive by the end of the year or month. Okay, but when you invest on something, that savings multiply, it grows. Okay, so if you start at 5, it ends at 50, but you would have invested only 5, you had only 5 rupees, but it grew. Okay, so that is investment. Okay, so investment, when you say investment, first, okay, generally let's take your parents will get an income or a salary. Okay, that income will be used for consumption. Okay, so consumption, you're consuming products, you go to Apico Super Center or Cargills to consume product. So your income is spent on consumption, consuming your favorite chocolate and whatsoever. Then another part of income can be saved. So you don't spend everything you get in consuming things in consumption, right? You save some sort of money. Okay, that saving, you can either keep it at home just in a till, or you can invest it. So when you invest your saving, that's called investment. You invest your money. Okay, so the reason you invest is to earn an economic return. Okay, you earn a return. Generally, investment is to get a return. When you look in business perspective, earning an economic return, like profit, a gain, a monetary gain. So accordingly, investment means any individual investing a certain amount from his earned income, in his earned income, as savings. From this income, there is the saving part. From this savings, in an effective method, with an intention of earning an economic return. So you have to invest, but it should be an effective method. So that's what we will be doing in this chapter. We will look at few effective methods how you can invest your savings. Okay, before that, what are the factors that you should consider when selecting an investment? Okay, so the factors that you should consider will be the aim of investment. Okay, the aim and the risk of investment, the return from investment. So when you say aim of investment, what is the objective of the investor? Why do you want to invest? What do you want to get in return? Okay, so what is your ultimate objective? Let's say you're investing your time on something. Okay, let's say you're investing on time on studying for your O level business studies exam or history exam. What is your objective? Your objective is to get good results. So investor is the one who invests. So if you're investing your time in studying, you're the investor. Okay, so like that in business also there is an investor who investment in deals with investment, but you need to know what your objective is, the aim of the investment. Second, risk of the investment. What is risk? Risk meaning uncertainties. Okay, so you can run. Okay, you can just start running maybe 100 meters or 1500 meters, but you don't know what the obstacles you might face in between. Maybe you might fall, you might faint if you're running a marathon. So there are risks. Okay, even like that, in investment there are risks. So whether the investment money could be obtained back. So you have to see, okay, if I'm investing on something, do you think I can get the money back? Is there a profit? Will I gain a profit? Okay, so risk of investment. What are the risks in between? If you're running a marathon, you need to think, okay, can I do this? Do I have stability to run for so long? Okay, so you think about the risk. Return from the investment, whether the return of investment is sufficient. So investment, I told you all before, there is an economic return. Is that economic return sufficient? Okay, so we'll go a little bit faster. So different types of investment methods. So I told you all, you need to have an effective method. So depositing money in savings account, opening a fixed deposit, purchasing properties, investing in shares, investing in treasury bills, starting and maintaining one's own business. So this last bit is not mentioned in your book, but you know we studied sole proprietorship. So you know about sole proprietorship. Okay, so first let's see depositing money in savings account. So you know we have learned this about savings account. You deposit money in savings account. It could be either in savings account or in another financial institution where you get interest. Okay, so why savings account? You can still save it in a till, right? But why do you want a savings account? Because you get a return, you get an interest, you know, right? We have studied when we deposit money in savings account, there is a certain percentage you get interest you get every month. So there is an interest. So the returns or benefits of depositing money in savings account will be earning an interest income on deposit. You earn an interest income. Ability to earn an additional return through gift and lottery. Sometimes when you were small, if your parents or someone had account for your savings account, Arunalu or whatever, I don't know, I can't remember really. Minor teens, they have certain savings account. So it differs to bank. So these accounts give you gifts. Okay, when you reach a certain amount or when you reach a certain age, they give you gifts, school bags or caps or something. So there is an additional return you get. Next, opening a fixed deposit. This also we study. Fixed deposit meaning you invest or employ a certain amount of money, opening a fixed deposit by depositing a certain amount for a specific interest rate. It's locked, okay, for a certain period of time, and that money grows because you're getting interest. You have put 1,000 and there is the interest rate. So by the end of 5 years you will get 5,000 or 50,000, or 5 years, no, so it can't be 5,000 obviously. So you get a bigger amount. Okay, so the returns and benefit, earning a relatively higher interest rate compared to savings account. Okay, so see, generally savings account, now this is commercial bank, so it differs from bank to bank. So interest paid monthly for savings account is 2.5 per annum, meaning per year 2.5. But at the same time, interest paid for fixed deposit will be, now there are different periods. Let's say 24 months, 2 years, 5.6 fixed deposit. Anyway, whatever it is, the interest rate is higher than 2.5. The normal interest paid per annum for a regular savings account. Fixed deposit is higher. Ability to withdraw money at maturity or before maturity period. You know what maturity is. You put the fixed deposit for a certain period of time. 5 years, 10 years. See, you're locking it for 5 years or 10 years. Okay. So you can withdraw the money at maturity, meaning after that 5 years or 10 years, or before maturity if it's required. But you know, if you are taking it before maturity, you won't receive the interest. Okay, so ability to apply a loan by providing the fixed deposit certificate as a collateral. So you know, when you have to get loan and all, you need to provide collateral. Collateral meaning you have to show, okay, if I have backups, I can pay this amount to you somehow, I have the capability. So when you want to obtain a loan, you can show this fixed deposit certificate meaning a letter or whatever the bank gives us. You can show that and tell them, okay, look here, I have a fixed deposit, so you can trust me and give me a loan. I can repay that to you. Okay, being safe investment method. So obviously, like, banks are a bit safer when you consider the other stock market or whatever. It's less risky, so it's a safe investment method. Okay, your money doesn't get stolen unless the bank goes bankrupt. Okay, right. Purchasing properties. Okay, so purchasing properties meaning you can see purchasing house, purchasing vehicles, or land. So purchasing properties is a way of investing your money. Okay, so what are the returns or benefits that you are going to get by purchasing properties? Ability to utilize properties by being an owner of the property. You will be owner of the house, you will be owner of the vehicle, you will be owner of the land. So ability to utilize the property, you can use the property and it will be yours. Ability to earn an income by renting or leasing the property. So you earn an income. So you bought an house, you rent it or you lease it. So you get an income daily, monthly income. That's what people do. Okay, they buy a house. Now currently you will see a lot of people buying lands and houses, not for them to stay there but to give it to rent, so that they can have an additional income every month. And the best part is, like, when you take houses and lands, now vehicle has depreciation. You have learned it in the last chapter. Okay, last chapter that we learned. But when you take land and houses, the value of land and house increase, especially land. It keeps on increasing. Okay, land value increases time to time. Even if you take houses, the value of houses increase because of the land. Okay, so then you buy a land for 5,000. Let's say, okay, it's not 5,000. Obviously, you can't buy a land for 5,000. But let's say, okay, you're buying a land for 5,000. In another 5 years, you can sell it for like 15,000 and 20,000 because the value increases. So ability to sell properties and obtain cash if money is required. Okay, so you can sell these houses, vehicle, or whatever. You can sell them and you can get the money if it's required. Ability to gain capital gains by selling the properties at a higher price than the purchase price. Now, like I explained, you bought a land, you can sell it for like a higher price later. Ability to present as a collateral when obtaining a loan amount. So again, when you have to obtain a loan amount, you can present this house or land and vehicle as a collateral document. Okay, next option is investing in shares. Now all the companies, they issue shares to raise their capital. Okay, so you know what a capital is. To raise their capital, all the companies, because they need some money to do their works, right? So they issue shares. So what the investors do is they buy these shares. So generally the companies will issue different types of shares. So two popular ones are ordinary preference shares. So your book covers these ordinary shares. Okay. So when investors buy these shares, especially ordinary share, the investor who buy ordinary shares gets an ownership in the company. He gets an ownership in the company and he receives voting rights when making decision. Okay, so there is something called Colombo Stock Exchange. You will heard that is where shares of the companies are issued and traded. Okay, so when you talk about investing shares, you have to talk about the Securities and Exchange Commissions of Sri Lanka as well. In order to monitor and regulate the transaction of Colombo Stock Exchange, the Securities and Exchange Commission of Sri Lanka is established. Okay, right. That's a Parliament Act, and the main objectives of the Securities and Exchange Commission of Sri Lanka is to protect the investors by maintaining a fair manner. Okay, next, what are the returns and benefits? You receive a dividend. Okay, when you invest on share, you receive a dividend. Okay, earn capital gain by selling at a higher price than purchase. Again, after you purchase a share, you can sell it for a higher price. Sell ordinary shares anytime, obtain cash. You can sell the ordinary shares anytime and you can obtain cash. Present as a collateral when obtaining a loan. These shares, you can present it when you're obtaining a loan as collateral document. Appoint directors by voting because you have the voting ability. Contribute to the decision making of the company by being appointed as a director. Okay, so these are some of the things. So last thing that I would like to tell you all is investing in treasury bills. Okay, treasury bills are short-term instrument. They are issued by the Central Bank of Sri Lanka on behalf of the government to fulfill the short-term financial needs of a company. So treasury bills are less risk and it also has a less return. And the maturity period for treasury bills will be 3 months, 6 months or 1 year. Okay. So Central Bank of Sri Lanka issues this treasury bill for registered primary dealers first. So when you say registered primary dealers, they are the licensed commercial bank. So licensed commercial bank meaning, I remember telling this to you all before, it's not just commercial bank, it includes so many banks. Okay, even though it says commercial, it's a common term. Okay, licensed commercial banks. So any investor who wants to purchase these treasury bills will have to purchase from the primary dealers, that is these licensed commercial banks. So what are the returns and benefits you get by investing in treasury bills? Ability to earn an interest income on fixed rate. So on a fixed rate you get an interest income. Ability to convert into cash at any time. So you can see that you can convert it into cash at any time. A full guarantee from the government is given that the invested money will be paid back. So if you pay 1,000 as investment, you get the interest. So the investment is also paid back. Invested money is also paid back. Okay. So I hope you all remember what we studied today. We did investment. So we learned about investment. It's not just savings, it's earning an economic return. So what is an investment? You learned that it's the savings that you invest those savings and earning an economic return. Okay, and you should have effective methods in investment, not just the investment randomly. You should use effective method when investing. So you learn the factors to be considered when selecting an investment method: the aim of the investment, risk of the investment, return of the investment. So risk is generally uncertainties that you have when you have to invest. Different types of investment methods we discussed, that is depositing money in savings, you get an interest, so earning an interest income and ability to earn an additional return through gifts and lotteries. Opening a fixed deposit, you know what a fixed deposit is, you get interest rate higher than the savings account, it's a safe investment method. Purchasing properties, houses and vehicles, land, by purchasing them you're investing your money and you will get some returns and benefits later. Next, investing in shares, that is a company raises the capital by issuing shares, so the investor will buy the shares from that company, and if it's ordinary shares or whatever shares, they get a dividend. And if it's ordinary shares, the investor gets the rights to vote and in making decisions. So you know what the returns and benefits are, receiving and dividend. So we learned about Colombo Stock Exchange, where the shares of the companies are issued and traded, that is exchanged through the to one company to the other, where the buyers and sellers meet. So another name for Colombo Stock Exchange is Colombo Stock Market when it comes to this. And we spoke about the Securities and Exchange Commission of Sri Lanka, that is to monitor and regulate the transaction of Colombo Stock Exchange. And the primary objectives of the Securities and Exchange Commission of Sri Lanka is to protect the investors by maintaining a fair manner. Okay, and then we learnt about treasury bills. They are short-term instrument, less risk, less return also. The maturity period is either 3, 6 or 1 year, less than 1 year. Central Bank of Sri Lanka issues treasury bill for registered primary dealers first. So the registered primary dealers include licensed commercial bank. And the investor who wants to purchase these treasury bills will purchase it from the primary dealers. And you learnt about the return. So we will stop this lesson here. So I will send you all some questions through Google Classroom. You all can look into it and you all can do your homework and upload it. Okay, if they all have any question, you all can comment after this video, private comment, or I don't know, you all can comment so that I'll know that you all have a question so I can explain it to you all. Okay girls, have a nice day.